Hey guys, how's it going? It's been a long day to be honest, so I'm just relaxing with a cold one and with a classic episode of Buffy, the season 5 finale, The Gift. Um, Maybe one of possibly the best finale ever in Buffy history. You could certainly make a case for it. Certainly one of the most emotional ends to an episode ever, and it's a really epic episode in general. So I know it's on TV tonight, it's on E4, so but rather than sit through that and sit through their really dodgy but funny ad breaks, I just thought, what the hell, I'll stick the DVD on so I don't have to contend with ads. So it's on the screen. I've got it paused on the amazing previously on, because they do it a little differently in this episode where they actually go back right to the beginning of the show on the previously on and go all the way through. So yeah, it's a great way to open the episode. Season 5 personally is my favorite season, and The Gift is just about the perfect finale. So it's a good one to do on the stream. And actually, on a sort of a Whedon type note, today I just heard that they're going to be showing Angel on E4 as well. That's coming in September, so this month. So that's exciting news and a good idea, because not enough people watch Angel. Now, if they'd been thinking on their feet, they could have done it in order. They could have actually started Angel when they started Buffy season 4, and that way it could have been played in order. You know, they could have done like 2 episodes a night, but it could have been one Buffy followed by an Angel on the same night. So it was all played in order. That would have been fantastic, but never mind. They're obviously doing it this way. But yes, Angel coming to E4 this month, and also it'll be on the box set. Will be on. Is it Awful? They call it the stream. Yeah, stream. Like Buffy has been. So that's good news. It should hopefully introduce a new generation of fans to Angel, which I'm doing a rewatch of actually at the moment. Just started season 3 tonight, which is a really good season. I sort of think season 2 and season 3 are the best 2 seasons of Angel. I know some people might disagree with that. I think some people are a bit mixed on season 3, but I really like season 3 on the whole. But yeah, Angel coming to E4 this September, and that's good news. I'm not sure about the quality actually, because I know with Buffy they've been showing the HD versions, and it's one of those rare examples where the HD version is actually worse than the standard definition. They actually butcher it with the HD version of Buffy. So you have that to put up with if you're watching it on E4. I'm not quite sure if the same holds true for Angel, or if there is even a HD version of Angel. I'm assuming there maybe is, but if there is, they may well be showing that on E4. But fingers crossed it's better than the Buffy HD, if it is. I've just got the standard definition DVDs, so that's that. And I'll just give guys a couple more minutes if anybody wants to join me. The Princess Bride live stream is up from last night. That was not bad, pretty good fun. Few of you on for that. So that's up in full if you've not seen it, if you weren't here last night. Also on my other channel, I try and remember the full name now, but the Wrestling Rambles channel, the old school Wrestling Rambles. Can't forget the old school part. I will be streaming on that this weekend. That's the plan. And as we now head into September, the plan is to watch pay-per-views from September past, pay-per-views / events. And I'm starting this weekend with Full Brawl 93, which is going to be a rough one because it's a bit shit, folks, but it's sort of a guilty pleasure as well. I can sort of enjoy it in that way. But Full Brawl 93 is planned for this week on the other channel and maybe another stream. We'll see. But so a bit like I did with the old SummerSlams, I'll be doing similar this month. I'll be watching pay-per-views that took place in September. Pay-per-view or events. I've had a couple of other suggestions. Someone suggested Full Brawl 98. So thanks to that sod for that suggestion, because it's meant to be one of the worst pay-per-views ever. Clash of the Champions 20, someone suggested today, so I'm going to be watching that. That's one I've never seen, and he says apparently it's quite good, so okay, I look forward to checking that out. Also, I'm going to do In Your House 3, which took place in '95, which is an event I have quite fond memories of. So yeah, throughout the month of September, over on my other channel, the Wrestling Rambles, the old school Wrestling Rambles, I will be doing live streams throughout the month. So look out for that and go and subscribe if you haven't already. But I think I'm going to get kicked off with Buffy, with The Gift. We've got Giles in the library at the ready. And see if anybody joins later on. But here we go. I'm going to count us down. This is, as I said, The Gift. And 3, 2, 1, go. Sid the Dummy gets a cameo. Such a great montage footage. And we go to the alleyway. And a very nerdy looking guy. It does make you wonder with this sort of opening and the way they did the previously on, if at one point they considered this being the last season, with this being the finale. Obviously, it's always been speculated because of the way it ends with Buffy's sacrifice. You know, a lot of people thought that's the perfect way to end the show. But you would have thought at this stage they would have known whether they were coming back for season 6, but maybe they didn't. You know, I'm not sure. Leg, my leg. One of my favourite openings to a Buffy episode. That it's just like this great calling card for the show as a whole. It's almost like how perfect the opening scene of Welcome to the Hellmouth was. The way that scene just subverted expectations. So, yeah. Hey, Cindy. How's it going? Thanks for dropping by. First time you've been on one of these? Yeah, okay. It's been a tough week, to be honest. And it's been a long day, so this is a good way to end it with a beer and watching a classic Buffy episode. Spike once again doing an excellent job at cutting to the heart of the matter. We're bloody well talking about this. Oh, I love that episode. I Only Have Eyes for You. Yeah, that's a brilliant episode. It's a good example of how to do a monster of the week where the gimmick is quite strong, but it also adds to the characters as well. The character stuff's really strong. Yeah, I think that's quite an underrated episode, actually. Yeah. Shut up. Yeah, Anna going all teacher there a bit. Ideas, times are wasting. Oh, poor Tara. Yeah, that's actually how they saw the potential for Angel to have his own show in that scene with Buffy. They were so impressed with Boreanaz in that scene, they thought, one day this guy could have his own show. Yeah, hang on. 9 minutes 45 now. 9:50. We've just gone to Ben and Dawn. Glory's up there for me as a big bad. I think Claire Kramer's so great. I think probably, I guess Angelus, the Mayor, and Glory as my top three. Obviously, I love Spike. He's one of my favourite characters, full stop, but I guess because he changes over the course of the show. And he shares the screen, you know, with Angelus in season 2 and Drew. I really love that trio, actually. But obviously, Angelus is kind of the big player in some ways in once you get into that arc. So I think Angelus, that arc in season 2 is one of my favourite arcs. Yeah, it was quite a dark season at times. Because even something like Killed by Death later on in the season, even that has its sort of dark sort of moments. Yeah, it's quite a dark season actually. Because you normally think of the early seasons as being a bit lighter, don't you? It tends to be like the later seasons people think of as being darker. I like the way they take a darker sort of route with Giles in this episode, where he is actually willing to, potentially let Dawn die to save the world. And the conflict there with Buffy, it really sells the stakes. You can really see Buffy just cares so much about Dawn and just, is willing to sacrifice the world to try and save her. A quick bit of hanky panky. Classic Anna and Xander. I absolutely love on in this season. I think this might be her best season actually. Just her working at the magic shop and some of her lines. Either this or season 4, I think. I think I still prefer Cordelia overall, but Anna's pretty great as well. All right, yeah. That is odd, Cindy. Wow. Well, you really should. The later seasons sort of grow on you, I think, the more you see them. I guess it's like the last 2 seasons that really divide people, but they do get better the more you watch them. I still say season 1 is the weakest overall. But this is actually my favourite season, season 5. Willow's the big gun, the secret weapon. So, do you actually know what happens in this episode, Cindy? Like at the end? So, have you had it sort of like spoiled for you? Or are you going in completely cold? Okay. Okay. No, that's good. I mean, it's good if you don't know what happens exactly. Because it's a very dramatic episode, so it's good to go in cold. It's beautiful, beautiful line from Spike. Just sums up that he truly loves Buffy, really. Because he's one of those characters. He's throughout the show, I think most of the lines he says are kind of murky, or you could interpret it as he's not being that sincere, or he's just being Spike. But that was a true sort of human moment. Strong stuff. And a bucket. Tough gig, really, being one of Glory's minions or monks. Oh, this shot is so iconic. Yeah, yeah, that's fair. The Slayer's a robot. Gotcha. Boom. Go, Buff. Yes, Joel Grey. Pretty creepy in this role. Has a bit of the mayor, I think, in his delivery. There's the old Ripper coming out. I know. That's the only moment I don't like, that one there where she just shoved him aside. It's like too easy, too casual. I think they should add a bit of a fight first. Because obviously he basically kicked Spike's ass and threw him off, so I think there should have been a bit more of a struggle there before Buffy defeated him. Hmm. This music gets me every time. Yeah, exactly. You wouldn't. No. I'm glad. I'm glad it was a surprise. I think it was for me. I didn't know when I first watched that season, then that was coming. And so well handled. And yeah, so emotional. You know, um, I think if that was the end of the show, which of course it wasn't, but if it was, it would have been a great way to end it as well. The ultimate sacrifice. But yeah, I didn't quite cry that time. I didn't really well up. I normally well up at that end scene. It's so, so good. Very good. I don't think so, Cindy, because I think at this stage they were getting good ratings. I think because it's the next season they moved to the bigger network. For the last two seasons, they were on was it the C? No, not the CW, the WB, I think. And it was I think it was from about season 4 onwards where they were getting better ratings. I think the ratings were solid for the early seasons, but maybe not that amazing. And it became a bigger hit later on, I think. But no, I wonder that when you watch that episode, and also the start of the episode, which I take it you didn't see, but they do almost a special opening to it, which makes it feel like it could be the last episode. So who knows? Maybe at the time they didn't know if they were coming back. It might be why they switched networks, actually. I'm not sure, but no, I mean, it was doing well in the ratings, I think. Um, there might have been some sort of contract, you know, debate going on with Sarah Michelle Gellar or something, but no. It's one of those, I think if it had ended there, that would have been a great ending, and you couldn't really complain. 5 seasons is a good run, but as a big fan of the show, I'm also glad they did more. And there's some great stuff in the last 2 seasons as well, so I'm kind of happy either way. If it ended with 5, that would be fine, but as a big fan, I'm happy they did more. Well, having just finished a rewatch recently, I think my rankings have changed a bit from what they used to be. So my favourite season is season 5, obviously that one. My second favourite is season 3. My third might be season 4. Yeah, I'd go with season 4 third. Then it's close between 6 and 2, I think. I might go with 6, actually. 6 really impressed me this time around. So then I go to 6, then I go 2, then I go to 7, and then I go to 1 last. And I get stick for that online, by the way. Some people really hate season 7, and they're like, "Oh no, season 1's better." But no, I think season 1 is the weakest. It's before the show really came into its own. But you could see the potential in that season, especially in Prophecy Girl at the end. We can, yeah. I still enjoy it, for a first season of a TV show, it's still really solid. There's some good stuff in there. I mean, I enjoy the puppet show. I know some people shit on that episode, but I do like it actually. Um, I think I Robot You Jane is a guilty pleasure in a way. It's definitely one of those so bad it's kind of good episodes. And when I say it's a weaker season, it's like it's still a 6 out of 10. So if you're saying the weakest season of the show, I would still give 6 out of 10. That's pretty good. So you've only seen the 3 seasons, and you've seen obviously that one episode there from season 5 randomly. So which is your favourite season out of the 3 you've seen? Okay. That's fair. I mean, I would obviously say season 3 is the best of the early seasons. It's two's an interesting one because I think it takes half a season to really get going. Some of those early season 2 episodes I feel a bit like season 1 still. But obviously I love Spike. I love Drusilla. And Jealous is a really good arc. And it definitely has some of the best episodes as well. I love I love Passion. I love Bewitched, Bewildered, Bothered, whichever way round it is. I love that episode. Innocence is, one of the all-time greats. So yeah, still have a lot of love for that season. And Becoming at the end, of course. I think that's one of the things Buffy does as a show better than most is like the finales. They just hit it every time. They just hit sort of the perfect season finale. That big, like, emotional climax that's been building each season. Even if the season has been a bit below par, it still tends to have a really quality final episode. We can put another episode on if you're up for another episode. You can choose one if you want. Okay. Wow, I mean, that was a heavy episode, so we could go for something a bit lighter. We could go for, well, the one I mentioned, which I always get the three Bs basically from Bewitched, Bewildered, Bothered, Bewildered. I love that episode. And yeah, it's from your favourite season as well, season 2. So yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I mean, I could have picked an episode you've not seen, but I don't know if it feels a bit mean if you've not been watching those seasons, but I guess I could have picked a standalone one. But no, this is a good choice. This is a fun episode. So yeah, we're gonna go with the freebies: Bewitched, Bothered, and Bewildered. Season 2, episode 16. And this is classic Whedon, the way he puts these episodes together, because episode 16, the one we're about to watch, is really funny, entertaining. And then the one afterwards is Passion, which of course is really sad and dramatic. He always does this. He puts like a really funny episode before a much darker, dramatic one, just to sort of mess with you. So, but here we go. I'm going to line it up. And get another bit. Pardon me. The graphics are so dated on this menu. I love the set though. I wouldn't change the set for the world. Okay. Fair enough. 0. Okay. Yeah. The DVD set I've got looks like this basically. So it's almost like a book type deal you put on the shelf. So it's great. It looks good. Yeah. Yeah, I love it. Fingers crossed we one day get a proper HD version, as in a proper. Because as I was saying, the irony is that the standard definition version of the Buffy is actually better than the HD. It's better quality, and it's rare that that happens. Okay, just give me a minute. Yeah, I agree. One day, fingers crossed. Murdoch needs to get his finger out, as I think Pete once said. Okay, so I'll do the countdown and then we'll go from there. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, go.
So what do you think? It's nice. What do you think Cordelia will like? I don't know. You don't want to resist? Okay, big yes. You guys just have to get fun of Cordelia. I'm sorry, but never. I just think if you find somebody more parallel universe, maybe. You're the only other person I'm interested in is
Yeah, Buffy never liked Cordy.
besides, Corey and I are really
Vice versa, really. I think they sort of had a begrudging respect, but never really a friendship.
almost early. And don't stress everything out. This is new territory for me. My Valentine's are usually met with heartfelt restraining orders. Just dating is like slang, simple, direct, safe to heart, no muss, no fun.
Okay, see you in a bit.
Sorry to say, Ben. Playing just have more charms than dating. Well, you're obviously not dating Cordelia.
Nice. So whereabouts are you, Cindy? What state? I know you're in America. What part? Oh, I think you are.
Excuse me. There's spice too. Oh, sorry. Well, why didn't you turn on that day? We need to talk about our outfits.
Yeah.
I wear red and black, so he's black.
Okay. Nice. Maybe I'll go there one day. I plan on seeing more of America.
Papers on my desk. Anybody tries to leave without giving me a paper is looking at a failing grade. It's not right. You don't have for Sandra today. No, this baby's my ticket to a sweet D minus. Ian, hey, you guys looking down to two guns with the rhymes? I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. Go ahead. You know you want to say it. My boyfriend is a band. I think you match with everybody. Oh, and that's hemisphere. What about you? Oh, Valentine's Day is just a cheap giving itself.
I'm pleased they brought Amy back, actually, because I thought she was pretty good back in season 1. So I'm glad she has a bit more of a role. It's interesting because Cordelia and Willow actually do become friends later on, which you never would have called really, but they do start hanging out together. And I don't know if you've seen Angel, but when Cordy's on Angel, she does. Yeah, on Angel, Cordy does actually speak to Willow on the phone sometimes. Yeah, exactly. And I do feel sorry for Jenny personally. I have a bit more sympathy, I think, than some people would. Couple of fun trivia facts for you, Cindy. First of all, the actress who plays Jenny, before Buffy, she was in Prince's touring setup. She was a dancer in Prince's band. She went on tour with him. So that's interesting. I think that's how she got into religion, basically, which she did later on. And the other fact for this episode is that the reason Sarah Michelle Gellar isn't in this episode as much is that she was doing Saturday Night Live. She was hosting Saturday Night Live. So, yeah, that explains a certain storyline later in the episode.
Still trying to decide the best way to see. Why don't you rip a lungs out? Impression.
Yeah, that would be good. Very macabre, this scene. Some classic Drew. That's so romantic. I was originally going to meet Christine Sutherland this year. at the vampire ball, but sadly it's been called off. Not surprisingly. She was going to be there. Arma Shimmerman, who plays Principal Snyder, was going to be there. And Amber Benson, who plays Tara. But yeah. But hopefully next year, my ticket will roll over, and yeah. Well, I'll definitely go next year if it happens. It's just a case of if they can get those names back, which I know they're going to try and do.
Okay, clearly the fact that Keisha officially has got us off the wrong foot here. Let me finish. I've been thinking a lot about this lately. The why and the wherefore. Once, twice, a kissy here, kissy there. You can chalk that up to hormones. And maybe that's all we have here. Poverty, teen lust. Maybe not. Maybe something
I do love Sandra and Cordy together.
and vice versa.
They're a great couple.
See something. So. Thank you. It's beautiful. I want to break up. Okay, not quite the reaction I was looking for. I know. I'm sorry. It's just. Who are we kidding? Even if parts of us do see specialness, we don't fit. Yeah. Okay. Do you know what's a good day to break up with somebody? Any day besides Valentine's Day. I mean, what? Were you running low on dramatic irony?
He's got a point.
Well, you did.
Probably quite relatable, this scene. That sense of the whole school watching you.
Gee, Xander, maybe you should learn second language so that even more girls can reject you. Hey, good to see you. You're a witch. That was my mom, remember? Yeah, I'm thinking of Rose and family. I saw you working at Mojo in this big. Maybe you should go tell someone. That's funny. You're so mean. Blackmail is such an ugly word. I'm into blackmail. Yeah, but I'm about to blackmail you so bad. What do I want? I want some respect around here. I want for once to come out ahead. I want the hell now to be working for me. We're gonna cast a little spell. Yeah. Just the basic can't eat, can't sleep, can't breathe anything, a little old moi. Whoa, back up.
There's actually a similar episode to this in season 7 called Him, and it's like from Dawn's point of view. Like there's a boy she really has a crush on at school, but it turns out there's some sort of magic mojo that he's working, so all the girls kind of fall for him. It's not bad. It's not as good as this episode, obviously, but it's pretty decent.
So much as you never held out on me until the big bad thing in the dark became my ex. Said it with flowers. It isn't the time to start becoming this protective guy. I can't just hang around and I can't prepare when I don't know what's coming. Come on, don't flatter yourself. I'm not gonna make a big scene.
Yeah. He's probably my least favourite out of the main characters, but I still like him. I think he comes through at certain times and kind of makes up for his pettiness at times. And some great one-liners as well. I guess I appreciate his sarcasm, but yeah. He's probably my least favourite out of the main cast. I love this scene.
Diana, goddess of love and kindness, I pray to thee. Let my cries find the heart of Xander's beloved. May she neither rest nor sleep until she submits with only you. Diana, bring about this love and bless it. Pour him around. What? Morning, ladies. Some kind of weather we've been having, huh? What do you want? You can't be sniffing around for more jewelry counts, because all you ever gave me was that Hallmark looking thing. Is this love? Because maybe I knew it doesn't look that different. What are you doing? Are you going like a stalker boy on me now? Sorry, my mistake. Yeah, I should say so.
Okay. I won't spoil it for you then.
What's his deal?
Here's another thing. Valentine's Day, Angel.
Skip it. I don't want to know. Don't have a puppy. Skip.
Yeah, pretty dark, that scene.
We use me as bait.
You make Angel come after you.
No, I mean chop me into little pieces and stick me on hooks for fish to nibble at. It would be more fun than my life.
Yeah. I heard about you and Barbie. And that's her loss.
Not really a popular theory.
Why don't you and I sleep together? Just the two of us.
Really?
Yeah. Reading comfort.
Would lap dancing enter into that scenario? Because I find that very tricky.
Play cards, right? Oh my god.
Okay, you do
A huge spider just ran across the floor. Luckily, it went under the sofa.
You can see someone every day, but not really sleep.
Yeah, it's funny. It's just getting funnier.
Xander, can I talk to you for a minute?
Yeah, okay.
I love all the different female characters flirting with Xander.
I don't think so.
because it kind of just gives them something different to play with, I think.
It's okay. You know what? It's wrong. I see that now. I think we've all grown. I gotta go.
Well, we don't have Cassidy's bills. Just hang out.
Sure.
Well, I like spending time with you. You know, it's funny how you can see a person every day.
Really see.
So anyway, hi Heather.
What?
You're Mr. Bear's history class, right?
Yeah.
I thought maybe we could study together tonight. Do you mind?
I really gotta go. Right now.
Oh, the Hitchcock strings coming out. They actually used this music again in season 3 in the Zeppo, which is another Xander themed episode. So they clearly knew what they were doing.
I know what you've been thinking, but this is all my fault. I cast a spell and it sort of backfired. A long time. Too long to do anything that might change that.
Friendships change over time. People go apart.
This is good. How close we are now. I feel very comfortable with this amount of closeness. In fact, I can even back up a few paces and still be happy. See? Stacy, please tell me we're talking reason. It's not that I don't find you sexy.
It's Oz. Don't worry about him. He's sweet. He's not me.
Yes, he is. And you should go to him. Because he's me. I don't want to use force.
Force is good.
That's it. This has got to stop. It's time for you to act like a man. And I.
What did I do now? Wear red and purple together? You know what you did. Xander is wicked because of you. Are you tripping? I thought you wanted me to break up with him. Only a sick pop let Xander get away. No matter what I'm trying to say. What does it take to make you people happy?
Here we go. Got the love, got the love. Got the love, got the love. Got the love, got the love. I lost my shit the first time this scene came on. It's so good. Got the love, got the love.
It's me. Throw myself into mercy. I made a miss, Giles. See, I found out that it was a movie trap. I was hurt, I guess, so I ripped the love movie and created it backfired. And now every woman in Sunnydale wants to make me her cuddle monkey, which may sound too on paper, but.
Sure. Look, I know that you're angry at me and everything, but I am not just going to go away. I have far too much value to you.
Oh, Jenny is so hot in this scene. I'm sorry, but she is, Cindy.
Oh no, I'm twice the taste of something. So, the baby, try to Let's. I get around Amy and all she wants to do is talk honeymoon plans.
You've been talking to her for long.
Look, I have no idea how serious this is. People under a love spell and are deadly. They use all capacity for reason. And if what you say is true, the entire
I love how mad Giles gets as well. He's just so pissed off at Xander. What was that? It's like he's very much playing like the school librarian. I'm so disappointed in you, boy.
Come on. It's Friday. I'm just gonna go to your present.
It's not that I don't want to. Sometimes there's more than a possible possibility that you might like me. It's all that sustaining me. But not now. Not like this. This is appeal to you. You're only here because of stuff. I mean, I really want to.
Yeah, he does, Cindy. It's a bit short-lived, to be fair. And that's all I'll say.
Make me feel this way and then you reject me? What am I, a toy?
She's not in many episodes, but yeah, he does briefly get another love interest.
Why don't you see? Sandra, tell her. He doesn't have to say. I know his hormones. Honey, I know your face wants. What is this? You're two-timing me? The second you work, I will. Before they let the unseen cross.
Wow, Cindy coming out with the strong language. It's lucky I'm not monitorized at the moment.
Can you focus for a minute? You just turned Buffy into a rat. Can you? I'm not going anywhere until you change your name. You heard it. So why don't you just undo your little magic trick?
Who made you leave the world?
Well, you're old enough to be.
Mind you, you did censor it, to be fair.
There's just too much man.
I love that line, actually, from Jenny. Too much man for the pimple squad.
Okay, what now? You don't like that offer combination? It's just not right. You never loved him. You just used him. You make me sick. Okay, if you need to borrow my light, I'll just ask.
Sit. Look. Yes. Kinda. What was that for? I was on the phone all night listening to women crying about you. You know, I don't know exactly what happened, but I was left with a very, very strong urge to get you. I didn't touch her, I swear. Amy turned into a rat.
Yep, Amy turned her into a rat so that she could host Saturday Night Live. That's the truth behind it.
absolutely. It's good. Precise. I know it's not love. It's obsession. Selfish, but obsession. There's no person who very irritated. If you cared at all about him, you'd have been saving rather than wittering on about. Let's get on with the plan.
Wittering on about your feelings. It's so funny because I agree with Giles. I agree with where he's coming from, but he's just so insensitive about it.
She's around. Sit down and tell me about it. Why don't you represent the rest of the day? Let me get you something to drink. You move for cold or hot? It's what? So tense. What are you doing? Make me gag.
What, Joyce going after him? Former. I love it.
Insane? Is it somehow possible for you to believe that other women find me attractive?
The only way you could get girls to want you would be witchcraft. That is such a
Okay, good point. I love Cordy, nails it. I guess what's funny, Cindy, is if you take Nicholas Brendan's real age in this, he's actually in his late 20s, I think, here, or mid 20s at least. So if you took his real age, it wouldn't be that creepy. Because my guess is Christine Sutherland was about mid 30s or something, maybe late 30s, early 40s at a push, but yeah, when you consider the age of the characters, it's a bit creepy. Yeah, there's that as well. The brilliant Juliet Landau. She nails it every time. And in case you didn't know, she hosts monthly live watches on her Facebook page. And she's doing it as a thing during lockdown, but I've joined in during the last two, and they're really great. So the last two were Lied to Me and Unstable Stream. There we go. We've not got long to go now anyway. Lied. Yeah, you should. You should. You just need. Yeah, Lied to Me and. I know I did. Oh, and again. Bloody thing. Lied to Me and What's My Line Part 1 were the last two. And she did a quiz about the episodes before. Really good fun. The next one is this Saturday, actually, which is going to be Becoming Part 1. Makes that romantic, I think, is brilliant. Buffy has a point, actually, about Willow. Perhaps, though, yeah.
Here I am scrambling for your approval, but I'm way cooler than you are because I'm not a sheep. I do what I want to do. Never go there. And you know what? I'll take where the hell I want to be. Speaking of God,
Okay, so since it's starting to buff really bad, I think it's good timing to probably end the stream. And the episode's just ended, so that's good timing as well. But yeah, good watches. Two really good episodes. So yeah, I'll see you again soon. Yeah, it was fun. Thanks a lot. I'll see you again soon. Okay, bye.